So me and a mutual of mine actually had this conversation on a live that we did that is now posted on YouTube about this very subject. I'm going to tag her in this video so that she can join the conversation as well. But there's literally no roadmap. Like, so many people have come to me and asked me, okay, what's the formula? How do I figure out, if this person really means good for me, or if this person is not going to take advantage of me or whatever. And yes, there are some blaring red flags that you can take notice of. And these are things that you'll often learn through experience, especially if nobody taught you, which is very common in our, society. We don't really allow a lot of our, little girls to learn about things like dating effectively. We don't teach them about things. We just tell them, as a part of purity culture, stay away from it. Don't have sex. Don't date. You're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to do that. Well, when they get out into the world and you haven't taught them anything, then they have to learn through experience. And sometimes you can come back from that. And other times you put yourself in positions that are really hard to get out of, especially when you have kids, because you can't just jump out and go about your business like you could when you were a single woman. Now you have to actually take into consider other people. All right. So I would say the best thing that you can do is to have boundaries. Know yourself first. That's why I don't recommend, getting married like I did for the first time at 21 years old. You barely know yourself. You barely have a mind of your own. And you can really get yourself into some messed up situations because you don't have the experience to notice, things like red flags. That's one of the things that I struggle with, because I didn't see a lot of this crazy mess in my household. Like, my parents really cared about each other. So it's really hard for me to understand that everybody doesn't have your best interest at heart. And there are some really evil people out there that are showing up in your life just to siphon your energy, just to cause chaos in your life. So the most important thing is, of course, going to be to make sure you keep your eyes open and learn from that experience and not make the same mistakes twice. One thing I never do is go backwards. But you're also going to have to make sure that you are able to detach yourself and leave when you start noticing that the people around you do not have your best interests at heart. They're not there for positive reasons. They're there to literally take you down. And when you're talking about abusive situations, there's no going to counseling and working that out. That person is abusive. There's not enough arguing that you can do. There's not enough convincing. Matter of fact, you should not have to convince somebody to treat you like a human being. That's something that they should grow up being taught by their parents. And if they haven't been taught by their parents and they think that you're a punching bag, you need to be ready to go, whether you saw the red flags at first or not.